The dawn has arrived, and with it comes more than just another morning. This is not routine. This is not accident. This moment carries the breath of eternity, and you are standing inside it. The Word reminds us, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And with that truth anchoring our hearts, we step into prayer. We step into surrender, and we step into strength that is not our own. This is the day the Lord has made. Not just a sunrise, not just a ticking clock or another square on the calendar. This moment, this breath, this stillness, it was designed by the hands that shaped the stars, and you were chosen to live it. You are not here by accident. Heaven wrote your name into the dawn. There is something holy about these first moments. The world is quiet. Your mind is open. Your soul is sensitive. The noise hasn't arrived yet. The demands haven't knocked on your door. And in this in-between space, God is closer than your thoughts. So pause. Let your soul bow before the light. Let your spirit acknowledge, this day is not yours to control. It is God's to lead. Before you move, before you plan, before you speak, stop, breathe. Let everything that's not eternal be dismissed. Let the fear fall off your shoulders. Let the anxiety stay behind the threshold. Step out of the shadows of yesterday and place your entire being under the authority of divine light. The dawn belongs to God. So do you. Holy Spirit, I give you this morning. I give you my thoughts, my body, my plans, my heart. I don't want to rise in my own will. I want to rise in your grace. I want my first words to echo heaven. I want my first thoughts to be formed in peace. Guide me into this sacred awakening. Let me not just be awake. Let me be present. Let me be still enough to hear what you are saying, and brave enough to follow where you are leading. Father, bless this morning, not with what I want, but with what you know I need. Remove distractions that look like duty. Break cycles that disguise themselves as routines. Clear space in my soul so I can receive you in full. This is not just the beginning of a new day. It is a doorway. And I choose to walk through it in worship, not worry. In obedience, not assumption. In faith, not force. Let your presence greet me before people do. Let your voice interrupt my thoughts. Let your word become the compass I follow. Let my actions be aligned with the rhythm of heaven, not the rush of the world. I don't want to conquer this day. I want to surrender it. I want it to be soaked in your will. Jesus, speak over my sunrise. Wash my mind with the light of your truth. Let no whisper of darkness find a place in me. Let no bitterness survive this morning. Purify the air I breathe. Restore the joy of being alive. Break off yesterday's heaviness and cover me with the softness of your new mercies. I declare, this day is holy, not because it is easy, not because it is perfect, but because it was made by you. I declare, I am alive in this day because you decided I still have something to become, something to build, someone to love, something to overcome, something to release, something to receive. Let my awareness of your presence outshine every task ahead. Let the peace you provide be the strongest influence over my decisions. Let your love be the first thing I carry into the world, and let my soul remain rooted in this beginning. Because this is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice, not because of what I see, but because of who holds it. I will be glad, not because everything feels right, but because you are with me in it. And so, with an open spirit, a grateful heart, and a surrendered mind, I give this dawn back to you. I give this body back to you. I give this time, this space, this breath, back to you. Lead me now. Cover me now. Breathe through me now. This dawn is yours, and so am I. Holy, and all that is required is your presence in it. Let it begin here. Let it begin slow. Let it begin with breath, not as a technique, but as a temple, not as a task, but as trust, not as a pause, but as prayer. Inhale peace, exhale yesterday, and stay. Just stay, because in this stillness, God is doing more than you could ever do by rushing, and the breath is not empty. It is full of Him. Before I move, center me. Before my feet touch the floor, let my soul rise to meet you. Before I become available to the demands of the day, make me fully available to your presence. Let my spirit awaken before my schedule takes hold of my mind. I don't want to step into a world I haven't first surrendered to you. I don't want to carry the weight of the day before I've rested in the stillness of your spirit. Let this be the place where everything in me aligns, not with expectation, not with performance, but with you. If I walk without being filled, I walk in my own strength. If I act without your voice, I echo only noise. If I speak before listening, I miss the frequency of heaven. So slow me down before the day speeds me up. Slow me enough to feel your whisper beneath the silence. Slow me enough to hear what you're breathing into me before anyone else speaks to me. I don't want to just wake up. I want to rise, in spirit, in truth, in peace. Let the first thing I carry not be a thought, or a task, or a burden, but a revelation. Let me carry the certainty that you are with me, that you go before me, that everything I'm about to walk into has already passed through your sovereignty. I don't have to fight for what you already finished. I don't have to prove what you already declared. I don't have to rush what you've already made ready. So before I do anything, I let my soul reach for you, not as a routine, not as a script, as a desperate act of intimacy. I need to be with you more than I need to be productive. I need to be filled with you more than I need to be impressive. I need to be surrendered to you more than I need to be efficient. Because if you are not at the center, nothing I do today will hold. If you are not my first voice, every other voice will confuse me. If you are not my foundation, every step I take will feel uncertain. Let my spirit be the first to rise. Let it stretch beyond logic. Let it stretch into light. Let it rise above fear. Let it rise into expectancy. Let it rise until it lifts every other part of me with it. My thoughts, my body, my choices, my attitude. Let them all rise into alignment with you. Let them all come under the influence of the Holy Spirit. Let nothing move until my spirit does. Now pray with me. Let these words become your own. Let your soul respond, even in silence. Allow this moment to become your offering. God, awaken my inner being. Breathe into the corners of my heart that have been silent too long. Revive the places that feel numb from waiting, weary from fighting. Let your spirit lift me from within, before the world pulls from without. Let me rise in your strength, not in struggle. Let me rise with your word echoing through my chest. Let me rise believing that you've already gone ahead of me, making a way where I see none. Let my thoughts be ruled by heaven, not by habit. Let my first step be toward your presence, not my plans. Let my body follow the leadership of your peace. I don't need to know every answer. I just need to know you are with me. I don't need the weight of certainty. I need the wings of trust. So I rise, not because I feel ready, but because you are faithful. Speak peace over my restlessness. Settle the noise inside me. Remind me I don't have to carry what you've already taken to the cross. Today is not mine to control. It's yours to lead. So I surrender it, breath by breath, step by step, moment by moment. This is how I rise, quietly, fully, with you. My feet can wait, but my spirit will not. My schedule can wait, but your presence is here, and I will not rush past it. Let my spirit rise before my feet do. There are things ahead of me that I don't yet see, challenges that haven't shown their face, conversations that may drain me, thoughts that will try to take control. And even before I meet any of it, I already know. I cannot walk through this day in my own strength. I've done that before. I've pushed through, smiled through, forced my way forward, and it left me exhausted, reactive, scattered, and empty. I wasn't made to carry life in my own arms. I was made to rest in yours. Today, I refuse to live powered by performance. I let go of the need to prove, to push, to pretend. I reject the lie that my value is based on how well I hold everything together. I don't need to be strong. I need to be surrounded by a strength that doesn't collapse when I do, surrounded by a power that doesn't change based on how I feel, surrounded by the unshakable love of a God who knew this day before I even opened my eyes. God, I confess, I am not enough for what this day might require, but you are. I will stop trying to be my own rescue. I will stop relying on yesterday's strength to fight today's battles. I surrender every effort to perform like I am unbreakable. I am not. I'm human, and that is not a flaw. It is the place where your power is made perfect. Now come close. Surround me. Fill the air around me. Guard my thoughts from the outside in. Place angels over the gates of my mind. Let no thought enter that has not been filtered by peace. Cover my emotions like a warm garment. Keep me steady in the moments I feel pulled in too many directions. Let the strength I carried today not come from adrenaline, but from an unshaken center. Now, join me in prayer. Let this be your moment of covering. Speak these words with your heart wide open. Whisper them if you must, but say them like your soul depends on it. Father, I step under your covering now. Surround me with the strength that never runs dry. Be the fire that goes before me and the shield that stands beside me. I surrender the need to fix, to figure out, to fight alone. Be my defender when I am accused. Be my comfort when I feel unseen. Be my voice when I don't know what to say. Be my calm when chaos rises. I am not trying to be strong today. I am choosing to be yours. I am choosing to walk under the authority of divine power. Let my weakness be the doorway for your glory. Let my limitations make room for your miracles. Let my frailty reveal your faithfulness. If I feel overwhelmed, lift me above it. If I feel depleted, pour into me. If I feel unseen, remind me I'm held. If I feel lost, guide me back to the path of your will. Surround me when I'm in silence. Surround me when I'm in meetings. Surround me when I'm alone. Surround me when I'm misunderstood. Surround me when I have to be strong for others. Surround me when no one knows how much I'm holding inside. Make your presence more real than my pressure. Make your voice louder than my fear. I don't need to look strong. I just want to be held strong. I don't need to have the answer. I just want to be in the answer. And you are the answer. I don't need the world to approve of me. I just need to stay inside the place where I know you delight in me. I trust your strength more than I trust my plans. And today I walk wrapped in it. Let this strength go before me and rearrange what I cannot see. Let it enter the rooms before I do. Let it shape my words and soften my tone. Let it keep me patient, present, peaceful. Let it hold my heart when I'm tempted to carry everything alone. And let it remind me moment by moment that I don't have to. I am surrounded, not by fear, not by pressure, not by expectation, but by the presence of the living God. I step into this day covered, confident and calm, because you are with me, and you are more than enough. Some things didn't survive the night. Maybe it was a hope you were holding. Maybe it was energy. Maybe it was clarity. Maybe it was just the quiet belief that you were doing okay. But something felt fragile when you woke up. Something inside didn't fully come with you into this morning. And that's why we come to God now. Not to pretend, not to perform, but to surrender what cracked while the world was sleeping. There are pieces that don't fit anymore. Emotions still lingering. Silent disappointments. Private thoughts that weighed too much while you were lying in the dark trying to rest. And now, in the stillness of the morning, you feel them again. You feel the empty places, the pieces that didn't heal overnight, the ones that still ache, even when no one sees. But this is the day the Lord has made, and that means this day carries power, not just to move forward, but to rebuild, to restore, to renew. God doesn't ask you to rise perfect. He asks you to rise honest, to come to Him with what's undone. And He meets you not with criticism, but with compassion. He doesn't require you to be whole before you're held. He holds you while you heal. So take a moment. Identify the place in you that still feels tender. Don't hide it. Don't shrink it. Let it be seen by the one who already knows. And now, let Him touch it with gentleness. Let Him speak over the part of you that's still trying to believe again. Now come with me into prayer. Allow these words to wrap around the broken parts. Let them become your voice when yours feels too quiet. Follow gently but fully. God, I bring you what didn't make it through the night. I bring you the parts of me that still feel shaken. The thoughts I tried to silence but couldn't. The emotions I stuffed down but still feel in my chest. The dreams that feel more distant today than they did yesterday. I bring you the questions that I don't know how to ask. I bring you the silence that sits heavier than any word. I don't want to carry these pieces alone. I don't want to pretend they don't exist. You are not intimidated by what's broken. You are not impatient with my process. So I open my hands now, not clenched in fear, but opened in trust. I give you what's cracked, what's fragile, what's uncertain, what's barely holding together. Rebuild me from the inside, not with noise, but with stillness, not with pressure, but with presence. Speak to the places that lost their shape in the dark. Speak to the hope that feels thin and tired. Speak to the version of me that's still learning how to believe you're close. Let your voice be the foundation beneath my questions. Let your peace be the mortar between my pieces. You are the potter. I am the clay, and I trust the hands that remake me, even if it takes longer than I want. Even if I can't see the end result yet. Even if I feel like I've failed. You don't throw away what's been dropped. You pick it up and begin again, and again, and again. Restore what was lost in the night. Rebuild what grief has dismantled. Rekindle the joy that shame tried to smother. Reignite the courage that fear tried to silence. I don't need everything to be fixed in a moment, but I do need you in this one. And I know you're here. So I breathe slowly. I yield. I trust. I let you touch the unspoken spaces. I say yes to being rebuilt, even if it's quiet, even if it's gradual. I say yes to waking up, not just with open eyes, but with an open heart. This is the day you have made. And even if I begin with ruins, you are still the builder of beauty. So I give you the pieces, and I wait in peace, because you never waste what I surrender. There are moments when words don't come, when the heart wants to cry out, but the voice stays quiet, when the soul aches for God, but doesn't know what to say. And maybe right now, that's where you are, not far from Him, just silent before Him. Not because you're disconnected, but because there's something sacred about being still. Sometimes silence is not absence, it's reverence. Sometimes it's not confusion, it's surrender. God hears even what you cannot articulate. He receives the groaning of your spirit as clearly as your most eloquent prayers. You don't have to perform to be heard. You don't have to speak to be loved. This moment is not empty. It's full of presence, full of the breath of God hovering over your stillness, full of grace moving where logic cannot reach, full of peace that doesn't need to be explained to be real. So don't force a word, just be. Let your silence become your sanctuary. Let your stillness become the altar where heaven meets earth. Let God speak, and not just to you, but over you. Let Him bless you where you can't bless yourself. Let Him cover the spaces you're not even strong enough to name. Let His voice rise where yours falls short. Now close your eyes, open your heart, and follow this prayer. You don't need to repeat out loud, just receive. Let these blessings fall gently, like dew over your silence. Father, I have no words right now, but you do, and I invite you to speak where I've grown quiet. Bless me beyond what I can ask. Bless me in the places I can't describe. Bless me in the questions I'm too tired to form. Surround my silence with light. Fill it with your goodness. Let your spirit interpret what I cannot say. You know my desires before I shape them into language. You see my needs before I dare to voice them. So speak, Lord, over my life, over my thoughts, over my body, over my emotions. I sit here not to be impressive. I sit here to be near. I don't want to control this moment. I want to yield to it. Let your voice be the atmosphere I breathe. Let your presence be the answer to the things I cannot solve. Bless me with peace that cannot be shaken. Bless me with clarity that quiets confusion. Bless me with stillness that breaks cycles of noise. Bless me with joy that surprises me. Bless me with rest that I didn't know I needed. Bless me with favor that's already in motion. I welcome every blessing spoken by you, even the ones I didn't ask for. I trust that you know how to give good gifts, even in the silence. And I believe that when I cannot speak, you speak louder. Louder in the spirit. Louder in the unseen. Louder in the depths of who I am becoming. So I wait here, not passively, but with expectation. Not because I need more, but because I desire more of you. Bless my waiting. Bless my quiet. Bless the places that have no words, but still believe. And when I rise from this silence, let me carry something invisible but real. Let me walk into the day marked by the sound of heaven, even if I never said a thing. Let me live as one who has been blessed in stillness, covered in quiet glory and shaped by the voice that speaks beyond words. Let your blessing be the loudest thing about me today. Let it go before me, surround me, and stay with me when I forget what you said. I trust you in the silence, and I believe you speak most deeply when I am most still. So bless me here, in this holy hush, in this sacred space. Speak where I cannot, move where I won't, cover what I can't reach, and let me carry your voice even when mine is silent, because this is the day the Lord has made, and even in my silence I will rejoice. Even in my stillness, I will receive. Even in my quiet, I will be held, and that is more than enough. There is a way to see that doesn't depend on the eyes. It comes from within. A sight that gratitude opens. A shift in the soul, where what once felt ordinary begins to reveal the fingerprints of heaven. Where what once was overlooked becomes holy. Where what once was taken for granted becomes a reason to rejoice. This is not the shallow kind of gratitude that makes lists and forces smiles. This is the kind that rises from surrender. The kind that sees the presence of God in things that didn't go as planned. The kind that doesn't deny the pain, but invites purpose into it. This gratitude is not a feeling. It's a decision to see through grace. And when gratitude takes hold of your heart, your vision changes. You stop measuring what you lack and start recognizing what you carry. You stop waiting to feel blessed and start realizing you already are. Not because everything is easy, but because God has never left. Now pray with me. Let this be the moment your spiritual sight is renewed. Let the words that follow become a lens over your day. Let gratitude awaken your vision. Father, open my eyes, not just to what's in front of me, but to what's within me. Awaken me to what you've already done, what you've already given, what you've already prepared. Forgive me for seeing through fear, through frustration, through the lens of what's missing. I lay down the heaviness of comparison, the blindness of expectation. I want to see like heaven sees. I want to look around and recognize your goodness, even in the middle of the waiting. Thank you for the breath in my lungs. Thank you for the chance to begin again. Thank you for the small mercies I didn't notice. Thank you for the strength I didn't know I had yesterday. Thank you for protecting me from what I begged for but didn't need. Thank you for the delays that built something deeper in me. Thank you for the ordinary moments that carry eternal beauty. Let gratitude become the light that illuminates this day. Let it be the filter that softens what feels harsh. Let it be the melody that carries me above discouragement. Let it be the rhythm of my thoughts, the tone of my words, the posture of my heart. Wherever I go today, may gratitude go with me. Let it enter the room before I speak. Let it remain when things don't go my way. Let it anchor me in peace when the noise of the world tries to rise. Let it break every lie that says I'm not enough, that this moment isn't sacred, that God is distant. I don't want to just survive today. I want to see today. See you in the sky. See you in the silence. See you in the people I meet. See you in the tasks that feel small but carry your hand. I want to notice. I want to receive. I want to rejoice. Let the eyes of my heart be flooded with light. Let gratitude be my guide through every challenge. Let it shape the way I pray, the way I listen, the way I wait. And even if nothing changes around me, let everything change within me. Because this is the day you have made, and gratitude is how I enter into it. I don't need everything to be perfect. I just need to see the perfection of your presence in the middle of it all. So awaken my sight, Lord. Awaken it with thanks. Let it sharpen my spirit. Let it deepen my worship. Let it guard my peace. Let it prepare me to receive what I once would have missed. Today, I choose to see. And in seeing, I rejoice. In rejoicing, I receive. And in receiving, I reflect your glory. Let gratitude be my vision now, and let that vision carry me through this day. There is a quiet battlefield that begins the moment we wake, not with noise, not with motion, but with thoughts. Before your hands work, before your mouth speaks, your mind is already speaking. A conversation begins inside, and not every voice in it comes from God. Some thoughts rise from peace, others rise from pressure. Some come from faith, others come from fear. And if we do not pause, we begin to walk, not in reality, but in assumption. We start our day not from truth, but from memory, reaction, insecurity, repetition. So today, before anything else continues, we stop to realign. Not our plans, not our posture, but our inner narrative. The thoughts you carry are the seeds you plant. They will grow into your emotions. They will grow into your decisions. They will grow into how you see the world. And heaven is inviting you now to think differently, to think like a child of God, to think like someone already loved, to think like someone who walks in truth, not illusion. Now join me. Let this prayer lead your thoughts into the light. Let it wash your inner world. Let it recenter your mind in the peace and clarity of God's voice. Father, bring my thoughts into alignment with you. Wherever they've wandered, I call them back. Wherever they've fed on fear, I cut off their source. Wherever they've agreed with lies, I cancel that agreement now. Let your truth be the pattern I return to. Let your word be the filter through which I see myself. Let your spirit become the loudest influence in my inner conversation. I take captive every thought that lifts itself against the knowledge of you, every assumption that distorts your goodness, every fear that paints you distant, every narrative that says I'm not enough. I bring them into obedience now. I hold them up to the light, and I declare, this is not from heaven, so it has no place in me. I don't want to think like my past. I want to think like my purpose. I don't want to replay memories that keep me bound. I want to meditate on truth that sets me free. I don't want to spiral in assumptions. I want to rise in revelation. Cleanse my mind, Lord, not with noise, but with your presence. Not with effort, but with encounter. Whisper to my thoughts until they bow. Saturate my thinking until peace becomes my default. Let this be the day I stop believing what the enemy rehearses. Let this be the moment I shift from reaction to revelation. Let this be the atmosphere in my soul. Still, strong, surrendered. I align now with the thoughts of heaven. Thoughts that are higher. Thoughts that are holy. Thoughts that say I am chosen. Thoughts that say I am safe. Thoughts that say I am becoming. Thoughts that say you are for me. Thoughts that say nothing can separate me from your love. Let the atmosphere of my mind carry the fragrance of your spirit. Let every toxic narrative dissolve. Let every anxious forecast be overturned by divine assurance. Let every cycle of doubt break in the presence of trust. And as I go through this day, remind me, my thoughts are not just mine, they are seeds, and I will choose to plant what bears fruit in eternity. This is the day you have made, and I will not waste it thinking thoughts that don't align with who you are. I will think with gratitude. I will think with gentleness. I will think with courage. I will think with heaven. So here I am, Lord. Align my thoughts, and let peace reign in the space where confusion once lived. Let clarity rise in the place where chaos tried to linger. Let your truth echo louder than anything else inside me, because when my thoughts align with you, everything in me follows, and I step into this day with a sound mind, a soft heart, and a soul that knows God is here, and He is thinking of me. I don't know where this day will take me. I can make plans, write lists, map hours, predict conversations. But in the depths of my spirit, I know none of that truly secures the path ahead. Because some doors don't open with effort, they open with favor. Some answers don't come by calculation, they come by surrender. And some victories don't come from striving, they are already waiting in places you've prepared. So today, I choose to walk not by strategy, but by sensitivity. Not by pressure, but by presence. Not by self-made direction, but by divine alignment. God, I trust that you have gone before me. Before my first step, you have prepared the way. Before the meeting, you've softened hearts. Before the question, you've placed the answer. Before the need, you've sent the provision. I do not walk into the unknown. I walk into what you've already touched. And I want my feet to follow more than instinct. I want them to follow your whisper, even if it leads me somewhere I didn't expect. Even if it requires stillness when I want to rush. Even if it opens a door I didn't knock on. Now let's pray together. Let this be a declaration of guidance, a calling forth of holy order. Let your feet receive direction as your spirit comes into agreement. Father, guide my steps today. Don't let them wander into distraction. Don't let them chase what looks good but isn't from you. Don't let them run ahead of peace. Let every step I take be covered in grace. Let each movement be made with heaven's rhythm. If I try to enter a room that you have not blessed, shut the door gently. If I forget the purpose for which I was sent, remind me quietly. If I begin to lean on my own understanding, interrupt me with wisdom. I trust your timing more than my own. I trust your placement more than my positioning. I trust that you are working in rooms I have not entered yet. And I declare that favor is not something I earn. It is something I walk into because you prepared it. Lead me toward people that carry peace. Lead me into conversations that unlock purpose. Lead me into moments that align with my calling. Keep me from detours designed to delay my growth. Shield me from false opportunities that pull me off course. Let divine favor surround me like a mantle, not to impress but to obey. Let it open what no man can close. Let it release what effort could never access. Let it bring clarity where I've only known confusion. Let it bring rest to the parts of me that thought I had to make everything happen. Today I walk by faith, not by routine. Not every open door is from you, and I trust you to show me which ones carry your hand. I want nothing that doesn't carry your peace. I want to miss no moment that has your signature on it. Where my name has been spoken in rooms I haven't entered, let it be for your glory. Where blessings are already positioned in my path, give me eyes to recognize them. Where alignment is waiting, bring me into it without striving. This is the day you have made, and you did not create it for confusion. You created it for revelation. You created it for divine flow. You created it for prepared favor. So guide my feet, Lord. Let them walk in assurance, not fear. Let them follow conviction, not pressure. Let them stand firm when needed and move quickly when prompted. Let them dance in joy. Let them kneel in surrender. Let them carry peace into every space they touch. I don't need to see the whole road. I just need to trust the one who designed it. So I take the next step, not with certainty, but with surrender. Because where you lead, favor follows. And where you go, I will follow. Let this be more than a morning of prayer. Let this be more than a spiritual moment I check off before I move on. Let this be the place where something eternal takes root inside of me. Because I don't want to just speak about you, God. I want to live like I know you. I want my life to reveal what my lips could never fully express. I want my presence to carry your presence, even in silence. That before I ever open my mouth, people would sense something holy moving through me. This world doesn't need more voices. It needs more evidence. Evidence of peace that can't be shaken. Evidence of hope that doesn't wear out. Evidence of kindness that isn't fake. Evidence of a life that has been touched, not just informed, by the living God. So let my choices preach. Let my compassion preach. Let my posture and pressure preach. Let the way I handle the ordinary become a sermon of heaven's grace. And when I speak, let it be because your Spirit gave the word. Not because I needed to be heard. Not because I needed to be right. But because truth rose gently from the quiet strength of my soul. Now come into this final prayer with full surrender. Let it be long. Let it be slow. Let it carry the weight of everything you've received. Let this be the seal over your morning. God, I give you my whole life, not just my voice. Let what I do in secret reflect what I say in public. Let my life become a living altar, where your love burns bright and steady. Let my heart remain tender in a hard world. Let my eyes stay soft when others go cold. Let my feet walk humbly, even when I'm elevated. Let my hands bless, even when they are tired. I want to be the kind of person who brings heaven into rooms just by entering them. I want to reflect your light without needing to say a word. And when I do speak, let my words come from a place of intimacy, not noise. Let my language be soaked in compassion. Let my tone be slow and safe. Let my yes carry the weight of integrity. Let my no be spoken with peace. I surrender my reputation. I surrender my image. I surrender the need to impress or defend or prove. I want you to be the loudest part of me. I want love to be my legacy. I want humility to be my strength. I want joy to be my evidence. I want peace to be my default. And I want truth to be my compass, no matter the cost. If I am seen today, let it be for your glory. If I am hidden today, let it be for your purpose. If I am stretched, let it make me softer. If I am blessed, let it make me bolder. If I am resisted, let it make me deeper. If I am celebrated, let it make me quieter. Let my life not be loud in noise, but loud in love, loud in mercy, loud in stillness, loud in integrity. Let it echo your nature in a world desperate for authenticity. This is the day you have made. Let me live it as someone who knows who they belong to. Let me reflect the one who holds my breath. Let me become the answered prayer someone else has been waiting for. And when the day ends, and I look back, let it be clear. You were with me. You shaped every hour. You filled every gap. You covered every weakness. You were glorified, not just in what I said, but in how I lived. So I step into this day now, not as someone who knows it all, but as someone who knows the one who holds it all. Let my life preach before my words do. Let it speak love. Let it speak light. Let it speak you. If this prayer touched your spirit, don't let it stay only within you. Share it. Speak life into someone else by sending this moment to them. And if you want to walk daily in the presence of God, make this place your home. Subscribe, stay close, and return here every morning and every night to receive strength, peace, and the word that restores your soul. Let's grow in faith together. Let's rejoice in the days the Lord has made, side by side, as one family of faith.